Fairmont Crest is about to explode. Diana finally comes face to face with Joey, and the truth about her father's death is closer than ever. But is Joey really guilty, or is Diana chasing the wrong enemy? Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any Beyond the Gate drama. Fairmont Crest has always been a place where secrets live just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to come out. And now that moment has finally arrived. At the center of it all is Diana McBride, a young woman consumed by grief, anger, and a growing suspicion that refuses to let her rest. Ever since the death of her father, Doug McBride, her entire world has shifted in ways she never expected. The loss alone would have been enough to break anyone, but for Diana it came with something even more difficult to process: unanswered questions. While others around her have tried to move forward, to accept what happened and begin the process of healing, Diana has remained stuck in a cycle of doubt. She doesn't believe she is being told the full truth, and the more she thinks about it, the more convinced she becomes that something about her father's death doesn't add up. Her return to Fairmont Crest was not about closure, it was about finding answers. And in her mind, one person stands at the center of it all: Joey. From the very beginning, Joey has been a complicated figure. His presence in Fairmont Crest has always come with a certain level of mystery, and his past has never been fully transparent. People know just enough about him to be cautious, but not enough to fully understand his intentions. For Diana, that uncertainty is more than enough to raise suspicion. But what truly pushed her over the edge was not just Joey's past. It was his connection to her family, specifically to her mother, Vanessa. Discovering that Joey had grown close to her mother was something Diana simply could not accept. In her eyes, it felt like a betrayal. Her father had barely been gone, and yet here was this man inserting himself into their lives, becoming a source of comfort for Vanessa in a way that Diana found deeply unsettling. It created a conflict that went far beyond simple disagreement. For Diana, it felt like everything was happening too fast, too conveniently. Joey appears, her father dies, and suddenly Joey is close to her mother. To her, that sequence of events doesn't feel natural, it feels orchestrated. That belief has been growing inside her for weeks, turning from a quiet suspicion into something much louder, something that demanded to be confronted. And now she finally reaches her breaking point. The confrontation between Diana and Joey is not subtle. It is not calm. It is raw, emotional, and intense from the very beginning. Diana does not approach him with questions. She approaches him with accusations. She demands to know what really happened to her father. She pushes him to explain his role in everything, to tell her the truth that she believes everyone else is hiding. Her voice carries the weight of her grief. Every word she speaks is fueled by pain, anger, and a desperate need for answers. This is not just a conversation. This is a daughter standing in front of the man she believes may have played a role in taking her father away. Joey, on the other hand, does not respond in the way Diana expects. He doesn't lash out in anger, he doesn't completely shut her down, and most importantly, he doesn't offer a clear and immediate denial that would put her fears to rest. Instead, he hesitates. He chooses his words carefully, almost too carefully. He tries to calm Diana, to bring down the intensity of the moment, but he avoids directly addressing the core of her accusations. And that hesitation becomes the most important detail of all, because to Diana, hesitation is not neutral, it is confirmation. In her mind, if Joey had nothing to hide, he would say so without hesitation. So, he would look her in the eye and firmly deny everything. The fact that he doesn't do that only reinforces her belief that she is right. As the confrontations continues, the tension escalates. Diana becomes more aggressive, more determined, pushing Joey harder with every passing moment. She refuses to let him deflect or redirect the conversation. She wants answers and she wants them now, but Joey continues to hold back, whether it is out of fear, guilt, or a desire to protect something or someone. He does not fully open up, and in doing so, he allows Diana's suspicions to grow even stronger. This moment is a turning point because once an accusation like this is made, it cannot be taken back. The trust that once existed is already broken, and no matter what happens next, things will never go back to the way they were. At the same time, there is another layer to this situation that cannot be ignored: Diana's emotional state. She is grieving, she is hurt, and she feels completely alone in her search for the truth. That kind of emotional weight can distort perception, making it difficult to separate fact from feeling. It raises an important question: is Diana seeing something that others have missed? Or is she allowing her grief to guide her toward a conclusion that may not be entirely accurate? Because while her suspicions may have some basis, they are also heavily influenced by her emotional state. Her brother has tried to offer her a different perspective, encouraging her to consider the possibility that not everything is as it seems. He understands her pain, but he also recognizes the danger of jumping to conclusions without solid evidence. But Diana is not in a place where she can hear that. She doesn't want balance. She wants certainty. And right now, the only certainty she feels is that Joey is hiding something. Meanwhile, Joey finds himself in an increasingly difficult position. The more he tries to avoid the truth, the more suspicious he appears. The more he tries to control the situation, the more it slips out of his hands. He is being backed into a corner, and in that corner, every decision he makes carries consequences. If he continues to stay silent, he risks confirming Diana's worst fear. If he speaks too much, he risks revealing something that could have been greater consequences. It is a delicate balance and one that is becoming harder to maintain with every passing moment. And in Fairmont Crest, secrets do not stay hidden forever. Eventually, the truth always finds a way to come out. The only question is when. And when it does, it rarely comes out gently. If Joey is innocent, then this confrontation could destroy him in ways he never expected. It could damage his relationship with Vanessa, isolate him from the community, and leave him carrying the weight of accusations that were never true. But if he is guilty, then the consequences will be far worse, because Diana is not someone who will walk away from this. She will continue to push, to investigate, to dig deeper until she finds what she is looking for, no matter how long it takes, no matter who it hurts. So, what do you think? Is Joey hiding the truth about Doc's death, or is Diana letting her grief lead her in the wrong direction? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Beyond the Gate updates. Stay tuned, because the next revelation could change everything.